G'day, we're the Traders. I'm Roy, I coach Destroy, and I'm here with Warnie.
You are, Warndog, coach of the Warndog.
And Calvin.
Coach of Calvin,
Now, we are reviewing all 18 teams on AFL.com.au just to make sure you've got the best fantasy side you can have leading into round one. Now, today we are looking at the Eagles, boys, and they are flying high, if you don't mind. Now, I'm going to have a look to start off with at the top Eagles selected at the moment. Nick Naitanui, for obvious reasons,
sitting up top.
Yeah, he had a great season last year when Cox wasn't there. His average was much higher than his season average.
Certain improver this year.
Yeah, definitely. So if he's fit to start with, he provides a lot of value, I think. Scott Selwood, coming back from his worst season in a long time.
Oh, my goodness.
He was on that massive streak of improving each year by at least 10 points.
I know.
You jumped on him.
I did.
And talked me into it, actually. And, yeah, he had a shocker.
If he's right, you've got to pick him.
So
I think,
underpriced.
just about.
Keep an eye on his role, though. That tag, he was heavy tagging people. He used to be able to score when tagging.
There have been things said that he's not going to be tagging as
really?
well when he is back. But monitor him a little bit because he may not be there round one. It's
certainly.
sounding like that.
Now, the next one, Corey Adamson. He's there. He's the next selected. He's actually on the rookie list. Something tells me that, people might just like his name, but it's that $120,000 price tag.
You know what else they might like about him? When he was 16, he signed an American baseball contract.
You are kidding me.
There you go. You learn something every day.
Oh, well, a perfect pre-season bench player, but just watch that round one. If he's not upgraded, you don't want to have him sitting there. Matt Prittis, for good reason,
Mr.
is in there.
Brownlow.
Mr. Brownlow, and gee, he's always been fantasy royalty, but he really stepped it up last year.
Best average ever last year, 108, and get him. It's a touch over 600 grand. It's a lot of money to pay. However, tackling machine. That's what we want in fantasy.
NAB 1, he was clearly the best on ground. Yep. He just looked exactly like he finished last year, ready to score points. Last one was Callum Sinclair, which is interesting, because he's 230,000.
Yeah.
He's one of those ruck forwards that
they're everywhere.
They're very handy.
Yeah.
And it provides a really good amount of flexibility. He's probably third in line in the ruck department, but he can score. In NAB 1, he had 54 from 60% game time
that's nice.
with 16 hit-outs. So if he gets a game, he's a capable scorer.
No Nick Nat in that game.
No Nick Nat,
So that
exactly right. He's that third in line guy, so keep an eye on it.
Now, Bo Waters is in the top 5.
Yes,
people
currently.
need to trade him out, sadly, because
Very
he's
sadly.
retired, and he is an absolute fantasy hero of ours.
Yeah, he certainly is. Now, also, horrible news to come out of NAB 1 was Mackenzie going down with a season-ending knee.
Not good.
It's not good, but crisis creates opportunity, and I think I've got the man who is going to make the most of, Waters and Mackenzie out, and that is Brad Shepherd. Always showed signs of being a fantasy star. His defender status, he's 377,000, and he just controlled the back line in NAB 1. He had 99, 24 touches and 9 marks.
I like the 9 marks.
So do I.
That's awesome.
And that shows that sort of role that he'll probably fill. He'll fill that void for them. So, game time. I like that. And paying that sort of price for defenders is about where I'm at, I think.
I think so too, especially because some of those mids are going to be getting that defender status later on, so we don't necessarily want to load up with the most expensive ones at the moment.
Calvin, your eyes have been on
Mr. Wellingham.
Sharon Wellingham.
Yes,
I tell you what, back when he was with Collingwood, he averaged in the mid-80s.
That's good.
Look, last year he averaged 67. I think he copped a vest or two in that. He scored 59 points in just 65% game time.
That's good enough for me.
And as a mid-forward...
You get him in the forward line, it's good. It's good value. He was best on too in the Indigenous All-Stars game for West Coast. So that was another positive thing. So is it turning into one of these hype players of the pre-season?
Well, definitely. And the word coming out of the West is that they want to inject him into that midfield to add a bit of class. And he's doing all the right things. He reckons he owes the club a bit after 2 years of form and injury. He hasn't really shown him much.
Well, this is the year.
Now, I'm looking at, and this is mostly for Elite, NAB AFL Fantasy Elite, when we have our draft league, is bumping up my order a little bit there. Gaff and Shuey, they had great games last weekend in the NAB Challenge, and so I think they're improvers this year. And so I think West Coast are improvers. We've got to find those guys. So I'm bumping them up my draft order a little bit when I'm going for them.
Yeah, it's a good idea. You'll be able to pick them up really cheap, I reckon. And I'm with you. I think they're both going to improve this year. Thanks very much for listening. That's our look at the Eagles.
Yeah.